Chandler Jones from Arizona. He doesn't get enough respect for what he has been able to do since he came over with the Arizona Cardinals. Andrew, since he arrived with the Cardinals, this is a guy who has 60 sacks, 17 forced fumbles. That's the most of anybody in the National Football League. He deserves to be on that list. At 4, Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson has completely revolutionized the quarterback position. First player in NFL history to have 3,000 yards passing, 1,000 yards rushing. He won the MVP. He's a dynamic player, electric with the ball in his hands. He is someone that we're going to continue talking about being one of the premier players at the position.
All right, and then at 3, you have Russell Wilson. That one makes sense.
Yeah, Russell Wilson. There's a faction of folks up in the Pacific Northwest that just want to let Russ cook, meaning they want Russ to play sandlot football and do what he does. Andrew, since he came in the league, tied with Tom Brady in terms of the number of wins through 8 seasons. He also is second in fourth quarter comebacks and also has the second highest passer rating in NFL history. At 2, Aaron Donald, 2-time Defensive Player of the Year, 72 sacks, 15 forced fumbles, and what he is, a blue chip talent with a blue collar mentality, outworks, overwhelms, overpowers everyone at the point of attack, a truly dominant player deserving of consideration as the best player in the game.
All right, but not number 1 on your list. I would do a drum roll, but I think people have figured out by now the $500 million man is your number 1.
It has to be. I mean, we haven't seen a young quarterback come into the league and dominate like he has been able to do it. We have talked about the Kansas City Chiefs and their offense averaging 31 points a game since he's done it. But look, Andrew, Pat Mahomes leads the league in passing yards per game, yards per attempt, passer rating. He's won 77% of his games. And oh, by the way, he won a Super Bowl and was a Super Bowl MVP. Give him the crown. The new king of the NFL is Pat Mahomes.
Okay, he's number 1 clearly. But let's go back to number 5. Because I know, and I love Chandler Jones. He went to an amazing university. Look, I would argue he could be number 1. But there are people, Bucky, I guarantee you, that are saying, what about Saquon, right? What about Aaron Rodgers? What about Tom Brady? What about Michael Thomas? What about DeAndre Hopkins? You're putting Chandler Jones as the 5th best player among the nearly 2,000 active NFL players that will be on rosters this fall.
Absolutely, Andrew. I'm there because I don't want his brother John Jones to come after me. And what I'm doing is I'm saying Chandler Jones has been a dominant player since the time that he stepped in the league. Look, he has more sacks, more forced fumbles than anybody in the league since he stepped into the league. Last year, he had 19 sacks, 8 forced fumbles, 7 of those strip sacks. I know there's some great players, and the guy that I debated, Stephon Gilmore, the reigning Defensive Player of the Year, but I'm going to go with a pass rusher over a corner just because I think they're more valuable.
I love it, man. Let's go orange. Bucky Brooks' top 5 list, which has an orange flavor on it, is on NFL.com right now /Scouts Notebook.